Greetings and welcome to a new series on working with line charts in Microsoft Excel. This video looks at three introductory topics for line charts. First, the video looks at when to use a line chart and when to use other types of charts. Second, the video looks at the structure and the vocabulary associated with a line chart. Third, the video looks at two primary places where the line chart may appear in Excel. Line charts show the relationship between dates or times and an associated set of numerical values. Line charts don't work well for categorical data such as regions or product types. Line charts also don't work well for situations where numerical data appears both on the horizontal axis and on the vertical axis. For example, it is impossible to chart the relationship between pressure and volume or price and quantity using a line chart. Let's look at three examples of line charts to see whether the line chart is being used appropriately or not. The first chart is an example of an inappropriate use of a line chart because the labels for the horizontal axis are categorical information and not a date or a time. The chart doesn't work because it shows a trend going from one computer type to another. The second chart shows an attempt to chart two numeric values, price and quantity, with one set of values on the horizontal axis and one on the vertical axis. However, observe the horizontal axis where Excel defaults to a series 1, 2, 3, etc. and does not select either the price or the quantity for the horizontal axis. The primary reason Excel takes this action is because it expects a row or a column for the horizontal category axis labels. In this example, there are none, so Excel adds its own category axis labels. A better choice for this dataset is Excel's XYZ scatter chart, which I will cover in a future series. Also, check out the addendum to this video on how to work around this situation. The third chart shows the relationship between months, a unit of time, and the amount of sales for a company. This chart is an appropriate use of a line chart. Let's take a quick look at a line chart and its relation to the dataset in an Excel worksheet. Line charts have two dimensions, a horizontal axis, sometimes known as the category axis, and a vertical axis or the data series axis. Line charts have two dimensions or axes. Each line chart has a horizontal axis, which is also known as the chart's category axis. Line charts also have a vertical axis, also known as the data series axis. Let's start by looking at the horizontal axis. As with the column chart, the horizontal axis is technically still the category axis. The category axis of the line chart always contains dates or times or both. In this example, Excel gets the categories, really the category labels, the dates from cells B1 to D1 on the worksheet. The words indicating what the colors represent in the legend are the cell's data series labels. Excel gets the data series labels from the cell range A2 to A4 on the worksheet. The legend only appears when there are multiple data series on the chart. Finally, each line chart has an optional title associated with it. In this case, the chart's title is 2021 First Quarter Sales in Michigan, Ohio, and Indiana. Excel has two basic types of line charts, an embedded line chart and a worksheet line chart. Let's start by looking at an embedded line chart. An embedded line chart resides on a worksheet either by itself or with other charts and data. Observe in this example the line chart is on a worksheet as well as another chart and some data. The other type of line chart is a worksheet chart. A worksheet line chart is one that takes up the entire worksheet. In the example, observe that the worksheet chart takes up the whole worksheet, and there's no place for data or another chart on it. This short video introduced Excel's line chart. The video reviewed how a line chart is an excellent choice for charting data associated with dates and times. The video described the parts of the line chart including the category axis, the data series axis, the chart's legend, and the chart's title. The video also looked at the difference between an embedded line chart and a worksheet line chart. In the next video, you will learn how to create a basic line chart. Please feel free to put any comments or questions in the comment section below. Until the next video in the series, best wishes.